So if you have any kind of triggers of cutting up notebooks or planners, then you probably shouldn't watch this video because I literally just dissected this plum paper. This is an old plum paper planner that I had custom ordered, and I basically did it where it was like the month and then the month on 2 pages, and then I think each month had like 20 full blank note sheets. And you can see that there's some that I filled out and what it kind of looked like. So I had the month on 2 pages and like 20 or 30, probably 30 maybe, on each on each month, so I could do bullet journaling. But for some reason I never used it. So a lot of this was already dated, and so I really couldn't use it, and I had already switched to my Filofax and it was really working for me. So this paper, if you've ever had a plum paper planner or notebook, this paper is awesome and very smooth. So I used that, chopped it up and used that as my inserts in my Filofax, which I have another video that you can already go back and watch for that setup. But so yeah, basically I just literally dissected this notebook, every bit of it. And I was just gonna show you what I did. And one of the reasons why I did this is because a lot of it was predated from like 2014, 2015. So I couldn't use it in that way. But the paper quality is so good that I wanted to use it in some way. So this is what I did. Like this right here is the cover. This is the back and the front cover. And I cut it up, so I cut up the part that had my name and the owls with the little coral owl. I was going to use this as a journaling card or, I don't know, a dashboard or something. And then this part was the part that had my initials. So also it can be a journaling card or a dashboard. This one was just like some leftovers that I've cut into a square. Can be a journaling card. This was the back cover. It's a little bit bigger, so I might have to cut it down even more. But that's basically the cover to this notebook. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. If you get like weirded out by chopping something up, you might not want to watch this. Okay, so this is this is what's left of it. And I'm still debating if I want to take and cut these off because these are really thick like cardstock pieces, and I could probably use this part for stamping, I mean, it's better than wasting it. And then there are some pages that I did write on that I can't use, obviously. And this little paper clip that I can put in my Filofax. And then also there's the letters for the different months, which I thought about maybe trying to do something with those. But we'll see. And then you can see here that all the little tabs, they were covered with, what's it called? With this plastic coating so that like they're thick and they don't bend. So I cut them off because I figured I can use these for something else, for like tabs in my Filofax. So all those are right there. There was one sheet or half a sheet of the address and names that I didn't use, so I cut it down to fit in there, and then a little 3 of them right there. And then even like, if you've ever seen a plum paper planner, which is a tongue twister all in itself, it comes like has a cover that you can customize, but then on top of that, it has these kind of clear plastic, sheets, and I cut these down for dashboards or for bookmarks. So I can put like maybe today on the top of this and mark what day I'm on. And on this one I can put like the month to mark what month I'm on. And then when I hole punch it, I can go ahead and kind of cut through it a little bit so that I can tear it out when needed. Kind of like in Erin Condren or whatever. So I thought that was a good idea. And the same thing with these dashboards. I can like go ahead and whenever I hole punch it, go ahead and like cut it through just enough to where I can rip it in and out. And with this kind of plastic, it won't mess it up. Whereas like if I try to do that with this, it'll eventually tear it. But these will work. And I also even cut out the pen holder that was in the back of my plum paper planner that came from Staples. I figured I could glue it onto a sheet and have an extra pen holder for my Filofax. And then what was left of the paper I cut down. I haven't chopped it all the way to the size as needed, but I pulled it out and cut off the little stringy pieces. And now I'm going to cut it down to this size. And then I need to get another hole punch because my hole punch broke. But that's what I'm going to probably do tomorrow, is cut all those down and hole punch them and go ahead and put them in. So yeah, and you can see my mess over there. So I basically just refurbished it. I'm reusing it, you know. It's got a different purpose now. And I really do think I am going to like cut this section off, because this is really good cardstock and I know I can use that for something else. See, I don't know what I could really do with these. Maybe the birthdays, events, and notes. Maybe I could do something with that, but I'm not sure. I'm probably not going to do much with that. The letters, I really am thinking about like also cutting this off and having that, and then like this section for stamping or something else, because these letters are really cute. So yeah, there's that. I mean, and there's some that like, you know, I can't use because I wrote on and things like that. So yeah, that's what I did with that. And I just thought that might be interesting for you guys to see how I kind of repurposed that and what I'm going to be using it for. Because I'm using my Filofax as my planner slash bullet journal slash, you know, little things that the kids have said and done, activities for them, appointments, and all that. And there's another video where I've kind of flipped through how I use this, but I do use it, and you can see here that like I just use it as an ongoing list every day, and then as I get things done, I check them off. And that's the way that I have to do things, because I can't have a structured planner, because my days aren't like that. I don't do things like on an hourly basis, so it's better for me if I just have an ongoing list of everything and then just check it off as I go along, you know. And I also have like ongoing lists of bills, but you can see here how I cut down the paper to fit inside there. And same here, the scraps I use as a list, you know, so on and so forth. And then back here, this also came out of the plum paper planner. This was behind the cover sheet in the front of it. And this is my kids. And this is several years ago. I think they were 5 and 6 in this picture. So I just stuck it on this journaling card and put it in here. And it already came off. I might have to reinforce that somehow. But yeah, nothing has really changed in this. You know, the kids section, my photography section, I'm not really doing much with. The kids section, I write down if my kids are sick or have a doctor's appointment or things like that. And it's not every day. Like the front, you know, it's pretty much every day. With the agenda part or the bullet journaling part, this about my kids and in my own health, it's just as things happen. So that works for me. So anyways, I just wanted to show you this. If you do happen to have an old notebook or, you know, an old plum paper planner that maybe didn't work for you, or really any kind of old planner that didn't work for you that has decent paper, you could go and cut it up and refurbish it. And I mean, a lot of people probably don't want to cut things up like that, but I mean, it's serving its purpose. And it was just in a drawer, like collecting dust. So it's actually serving a purpose now, which, so yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Anyways, hopefully you found this interesting, and that's what I've been working on. I also got a couple projects I'm going to be working on, and then probably the end of this week I'm going to do a video telling everybody, or telling about all the mail that I'm going to be sending out. So the 1st of May, I'm going to be sending out quite a bit of mail. There's some challenges that I entered that I was unable to send my projects to them yet. So that's going to happen. And even if I miss the deadline, I still want to go ahead and give it to them. And then I have my giveaway prizes to Miss Nola and Miss Nikki that I will be sending out the 1st. So here next week, around the 1st or on the 1st, I will also be doing kind of a mail call telling everybody what I've sent out so they can be on the lookout for it. So that's going to happen probably next week too. So hope you enjoyed this and you're having a great night, and I will talk to you all soon. All right, bye.